Hey, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Roy. Once again, I'm here live tonight. Just want to talk about one thing about the Miami Dolphins. All the rumors out there talking about the team, how struggling they are, how hard it is to win football games, and talking about get rid of McDaniels and get rid of Greer and trade to a Tagovailoa. Who to blame? Who can we blame? You tell me. It's just the Miami Dolphins, guys. It's just a football game. I put some shorts there tonight. We got two Monday night games, two good games tonight. Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears, and then we also have the must win for the Atlanta Falcons versus the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. So that's Monday Night Football tonight. If you haven't checked my shorts yet, guys, you go check my shorts. Have a lot of uh, stuff out there. The injury of Patrick Mahomes suffer a upper ankle injury. Uh, he's day to day. He'll be ready for practice according to the coaches. We had Campbell Jr. from the 49ers game suspension. His season is over. Unfortunately, it's over. He walked out on the team, and they decided to take time off. They're not going to trade him. They're not going to cut him. That's what Shanahan said. So he's okay. Then we had the incident with Tua yesterday. Why McDaniels is 3-15 versus winning teams. You know, you could blame anybody, quarterback, coaches, GM. I still believe you got enough players to win in your team. You prepare, you set up a scheme. I was watching on YouTube today when I had time, especially on my lunch break, how people start talking about breaking down the films, all 22 and all this stuff for the Miami Dolphins. They could have done this better. They could have, you know what? I'm going to be straight honest with you. If you haven't played football before, or you don't have the experience of playing football, uh, you got to really study it. What blockers blocks who. My only concern, I say once again, it's you got to protect Tua Tagovailoa. Uh, we haven't. Unfortunately, that's on Greer's side. Um, Injuries has piled up on this team. We keep saying it all along. Um, Technically, they're not out of it yet. The playoffs. They got different kind of scenarios, and yeah, we used to win it, take care of business, and move on. Look what happened to Pittsburgh last year. They made it to the playoffs. They had the worst record in football until they got hot at the end and they faced the Buffalo Bills. So anything can happen, guys. I know down the stretch the Dolphin has two cold weather games. They want to talk about cold weather games once again, guys. You got players that have played in the cold weather. I just feel that here we go again. As the team loses, season almost ending. 3 games left before the season ends. Let's go out on a winning note. Try to win your games and see what happens next year. I'm seeing this lineup all the way around. There'll be cuts, unfortunately. There'll be salaries they won't be able to pay, unfortunately. Evaluate Tua, evaluate McDaniels. What Mark Greer is going to do, I don't know. You tell me. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining in. And we have to stay positive, guys. It's just a football game. Eventually, we look at things too personal. when it comes to sports. You have your team, you love your team, you support your team, and that's great. That's awesome. Uh, Fortunately, the season for the Dolphins, it's they're still there, still alive. Like I said, you got the Falcons tonight. Also try to stay alive. And they got to win. They got to beat the LA Raiders. Then you got the Vikings if they win against the actual Bears. Um, there'll be a tie of what 12-2 between three teams between Philadelphia, Detroit, and Minnesota. So fighting for a home field advantage, fighting for winning the division. Unfortunately, Detroit has landed in back-to-back games over 40 points. Nobody see that coming. Um, and we got to stay positive, guys. At the end of the day, you got to stay positive. So I just tell everybody, you just got to stay positive. Because, at the end of the day, guys, we have to remain in a sense that football's entertainment. You like it, you enjoy it. It's your team. Uh, I tell everybody that it's just any given Sunday, man. Anybody get beat any given Sunday. I mean, I'm lost for words because I see all these sports casters and podcasters and how they want coaches to get fired and quarterbacks to leave their team and Tua's not a winner, Tua's not an elite quarterback. I ask myself all that, guys. The NFL is hard to play. Period. I tell that to everybody. Don't give up. Don't give up on your team. Anything can happen. I mean, Dolphins could win the last three games, and Denver might go on a losing streak. Chargers might lose on a losing streak, and things happen. But at the end of the day, we are known to say, "Hey, take care of business." But once again, that's sports. So, I hope you guys are enjoying your day today. By the way, and thank you once again those that have subscribed to the channel, that joined the channel. So, I just make a short video, and I'm not gonna make it long. We got Monday Night Football. Once again, I won 11 games this week on my picks. I'm doing well, thank God. So, I keep it up to the end of the year. I hope your team is doing well. I hope that, you guys make it to the promised land. I mean, look what happened to Patrick Mahomes. Got injured, like I said in the beginning of the program, with the ankle injury, and he's going to be, I know, day to day. He's going to practice, but these are key factors that if your team's playing, they could actually not make it. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, best team win. I mean, look at the Buffalo Bills. Nobody knew the Buffalo Bills was going to score over what 40 plus points against two good teams. Fortunately, they Josh Allen 12 TDs in two games, insane. Running the ball, throwing the ball, and he's having a good year. 25 TDs and three interceptions. So you have to look at all that, guys. You have to do so. But there you go. I agree with you, brother. That is so true. You know, teams like that they're not going nowhere, and not because they're not going nowhere. Because let's be honest, you got to look at the picture all around the picture around it, because injuries and trades and getting good players. I'm a firm believer, and I'm saying this in my podcast, and I've been saying this. One player do not determine a team. Okay, it's a 53-man roster that determines a team. It's a coaching chemistry that determines a team. It's getting the right players and put them in right position of winning football games. But this world is so much of full of I could say this pride. Pride has really turned a lot of players. I mean, look at now with Pittsburgh dealing with Pickens, the young kid. Mike Thomas tried to control him. A lot of things that you want. Everybody wants the ball. Everybody wants to catch the ball. Everybody wants to run the ball. But it's a team effort at the end of the day, guys. So you gotta love your team, win, lose, or draw. And I tell it to everybody. I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm not ashamed to say, hey, we haven't won a playoff in 20 plus years. That's okay. Someday they will get lucky. They'll get there. Some people are fighting to the end. Why are we judging players when we shouldn't be judging one another? They're human just like us, and I've been saying that all along. So stay positive, and that's the word. Stay positive. That's it. I don't get too much involved in the social media because that's all you hear. You hear people complaining and whining and talking bad about their team. Like it's like the end of the day, you go to work, you go in, you do your job, you go home. Same thing as a football player. So I always say this, guys and girls, man. We have to we have to stay. Once again, I'm gonna say we gotta stay positive. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's just football entertainment. That's all it is, guys. Uh, we all are winners. Through God, we all are winners. This is why I like, C.J. Stroud, love the quarterback, Tua from Miami, all these Christian quarterbacks. People get upset when I say that. But when they have a victory, they give it to God. And that's amazing, and I'm very happy for them. Really, I really am. These guys are very co-professional, and I have nothing against it, So I know some of you guys believe, well, I'm tired of losing. Listen, it's okay. Once again, it's not the end of the world. It's not that you always think you're going to win every time. Sometimes losing will make you a better winner. And you ask me why do I say that? Because you learn from your mistakes, and that's the way I see it. Some people disagree, but that's okay. I'm not here to make enemies with nobody. I'm just talking to you the way I feel, the way I'm positive I am. When it comes to football, when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, especially subscribers. And once again, I thank you so much that have subscribed. I got picked up about 6, 7 subscribers. If you look at my short videos, and this is what you get your updates when a player is down. Another thing, my prayer go out to the Bolsey, the wide receiver of the Miami Dolphins. He's still on the hospital. He suffered a major hit against the Houston Texans yesterday afternoon. The good thing that he's moving around. He is in stable condition. That's a good thing to hear. Uh, Football is brutal, guys. It's just brutal. It's just tackle. That's part of the NFL. But I'm glad he's okay. And once again, my prayer goes out to the family. Uh, Great kid, pick up from Seattle, and he ended up with the Dolphins. And unfortunately, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time with Tua through the pass. He got hit. But once again, that's part of football, guys. I hope you guys having a great Monday. If you went back to work on Monday, which I did. Um, there's a lot to cover. I'll tell you, we got Monday night football tonight, which I said in the beginning. Hope your team, if it's out there tonight, win. That'd be awesome. There's only 3 games left for the NFL season. The playoffs almost around the corner. You got the Chief leading at the prospective number one seed. Then you got the Buffalo Bills at number 2 seed. Then you got the Steelers at number 3. Now the Steelers do play the Ravens on Saturday. That's going to be a heck of a game, also. So hopefully, if the Steelers could win, I think they could wrap up that division. Even though you got three more games left, uh, that'd be great. It's going to be hard to go to Baltimore to face Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. I know they play already this year, and Pittsburgh won. So, but once again, man, it's just have fun. That's all I can say. Have fun. That's all I can say. There's no other way to look at it. The only thing we have to stay off the negativity of the bandwagons. Stay positive. At the end of the day, it's just a football game. There's nothing major, you know, and that's what I tell everybody. But anyhow, I'm here tonight. I'm gonna be short here tonight. I'm gonna cover some statistics that I got here. Uh, Actually, for tonight's game, let me bring this up before I forget. For those the Atlanta Falcons fan and those that also are Minnesota Vikings fans. And like I said, I do this in general. I talk to every sports. I don't. Let me get some numbers for you tonight, and then we're gonna have Minnesota and Chicago first. That's the first game. Chicago is 4-9. Minnesota's 11-2. Uh, Here's some information you need to know. And this is the offensive side, so you guys know the line pick is actually they got Minnesota winning this game big tonight. So it's Minnesota by 6.5. So all right, in points scored, Chicago is 25th in the league with 19.5. Minnesota is ninth in the NFL with a 26.1 average. Okay, Chicago in total yards is 288. That's 32nd. That's last in the league. Minnesota is 351. That's 11th in the league. Passing yards, Chicago at 182. That's 31st in the league, almost last to bottom. You got Minnesota with 238. That's eighth in the league. Rushing yards, you got 105 for the Bears, which is not bad, 21st in the league. Then you have Minnesota with 113. That's 15th in the league. On third down, you have Chicago at 33%, Minnesota at 40%. So that's Chicago 31st in the league, almost second to last. And the Vikings are actually 40.9. That's 11th in the league. On fourth down, the Bears are 60%. That's 15th in the league. And Minnesota is 62%. That's 12th in the league. And then time of possession, Chicago 30.22, 16th in the league. And Minnesota 30.46. On the defensive side, points allowed 21.4. That's ninth in the league for the Bears. Not bad at all. Minnesota is 18.5. That's fourth in the league. Total yards per game. Chicago is allowing 352 per game. That's 24th in the league. Minnesota is at 337. That's 15th in the league. Passing yards, defensive wise, 218, 19th in the league for Chicago. And for Minnesota, 250. That's 30. That's almost last. Then rushing yards, 134 allowed by Chicago per game. That's 27th in the league. And Minnesota is 87.2. That's second best in all the NFL. So that's your Minnesota Vikings 11-2 versus the Chicago Bears tonight at 4-9. Sorry. Uh, let's look at the other Monday night game, which will be Atlanta against the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. Um, Atlanta is favored by 6. They got Atlanta winning by 21-18, so that's a close game. But here we are, guys. On the offensive side, the Atlanta Falcons are 21 points a game, point 4. That's 19th in the league. Las Vegas Raiders are 18.2. That's 27th in the league. Total yards, Atlanta 371. That's 7th in the league in the NFL. Las Vegas Raiders, 303. That's 26th in the NFL. Passing yards, Atlanta, 250. That's third in the NFL. The Las Vegas Raiders, 223. That's 14th in the NFL. On third down, you have actually, I'm sorry, I skipped one. On rushing, Atlanta is 120 at 13 in the league, and Las Vegas is 79 at 32nd in the league. On third down, Atlanta is 37%, 19th in the league. Las Vegas Raiders, 34%, 29th in the league. On fourth down, Atlanta is 65%, 11th in the league, and Las Vegas Raiders are 52.4, that's 22nd in the league. Time of possession, Atlanta with 29.27. The Raiders are 29-12, 24th in the league. Now here comes the defense. Points allowed, Atlanta 25.6, 26 in the lead. Las Vegas 27.8, that's 31st in the league. Total yards allowed per game, 349, that's 23rd in the league. Las Vegas has allowed 334, that's 12th in the league, not bad at all. Passing yards, 229, that's 25th in the league. Las Vegas Raider, 217, that's 18th in the league. Then rushing yards, 120 per game, that's 16th in the league for Atlanta. And 117, that's 13th in the league for the Las Vegas Raiders. So that is your numbers for both teams playing tonight. Once again, I think Minnesota should have no trouble with the Bears. But once again, divisional game, so that's something that you got to look at. And you have Atlanta traveling to Las Vegas, the 2-11 Raiders. So, and then only that, I think Ridley, the backup, used to be the backup quarterback from Atlanta, will face his team tonight. So that's what I got for the Monday night games. So, guys, going back to what I was telling you guys about the football game, the Miami Dolphins. So, like I say, tough loss. They consider their season over, but once again, guys, one game at a time. Let's see what happens. Um, we could predict whatever we want to predict, but at the end of the day, it's the guy up there, man. That's all I can say. So, but anyhow, short video. That's all I made. To just let you know who's playing tonight, and hopefully I could give a more wrap up. So once again, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys joining in tonight. Like I said, I didn't announce this. I just put this out there pretty quick. I normally tell everybody when I go live, but anyhow, thank you so much. You guys have a blessed night. Thank you once again for subscribing. Don't forget Sports Night with Jorge on the weekends, guys. Don't forget my prediction on Wednesdays. I pick my predictions. You got Thursday night football, then you got the weekend games on Sunday, and then you have Monday nights. Once again, thank you so much. Have a blessed night. Love you guys, man. Thank you for joining in, and I appreciate it. And good night.